Hey everybody, welcome back to Why Wait. I'm Megan.
I'm Chris.
And today we're talking about gifts. Gifts for all of those RVing kids out there.
Yes, the full-time RV children.
Yeah.
And how to shop for them. It's a question we actually see a lot on social media. What are good gifts for kids who live in campers? Because obviously we have space issues and weight issues. Yeah, which all come into play. And shopping for kids while full-time in an RV can be a little bit more difficult.
And challenging, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're interested in hearing our take on that, stick around.
Yeah, we'll talk all about it. Okay. Okay, got the last ornament up?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Speaking of kids, one of the furry ones with 4 legs has decided to come over and sit on my lap.
Yeah, we're not going to
So-
touch too much on those fur babies and gifts for them.
Yeah.
But we do have a video you guys can check out if you're curious about full-time RVing with pets, and I'll put a link to that up over here. If you guys want to go check that out. Just all about products and tips and tricks we've used for full-time RVing with dogs. But let's get back to our other children. Full-time RVing gifts for kids. And this doesn't have to be just Christmas gifts. This can be birthday presents, just gifts in general. We're not going to go over the top toys of 2021 or anything like that.
I don't even think we know what those are anyway.
No, it's just going to be a generalized idea of gifts and ways to shop for kids and gifts that they can enjoy that's compatible with living in a camper, right?
I mean, our idea of it, what works best for us, and ideas that we have for future and ideas we've used in the past.
A big thing for us was making the transition, and if your kids are really small and all they know is RV life, that may be different, but if it's something you're getting into and your kids are used to living in a house and expectations they might have from previous Christmases to now RV life, sitting them down and talking to them I think is a good idea. And that's something we did with Corbin when we first kind of got into the first Christmas, because obviously big gifts are exciting, the big toys are fun and exciting, and we kind of had to almost temper expectations and let him know and understand that, hey buddy, we live in an RV now and things are a little bit different. We can't, he'd see a toy he really likes, and well, we kind of had to tell him, hey, that's not going to fit in your room, or that's not going to fit in the camper. So I think letting them understand why there's certain gifts that we can and can't have because of the weight of campers and things like that was an important step to talk to them about.
Yeah, but we had been camping for over 6 months before Christmas came into play.
So he already kind of
so we've been talking about, because of like birthdays and things like that, and kind of, we got to be careful with,
just
weight and
downsizing his toys
just
to
don't have
begin
enough
with.
size.
Since we moved
and
in
we
anyways.
would go through his toys. We do that anyway. Periodically, we go through his toys and books, and just to kind of clear things out, just like we go through our own things that we're not using or grown out of.
We talk to him what we do with toys when he grows out of them or donating them. And he thought that was a pretty cool idea. He found that was special. And actually, he would come up to us down the road. He'd be like, hey, I'm done playing with this, or I would like to give this to another kid. And so we talked to him about how there's other children out there who don't have everything we have, and they would really appreciate his old toys, and how it's important to give away the toys that we don't play with anymore, and books, and how much somebody else is going to appreciate it. And talking to them about that, I think he really understood that.
It wasn't something new when we talked about donating and helping others who aren't as fortunate as we have been.
Yeah.
And so he's learning that it's not just a one-time, hey, it's Christmas, you got to make room for, more things and give some stuff away. So.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard too, because obviously the things they want, not always the most practical toy. And sometimes we as parents even break down and still get them the thing they want, because just seeing the joy of them open that one gift that they really wanted. Even though it's going to get used once, get played with once, and never get used again, or it's not quite right for them. Sometimes it's just, we
don't always get it right. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun. You get them this one gift, and you're just like, I know they're not going to use it, or it's just not practical.
Probably a toy that you wanted.
They're so happy when they get it that sometimes we just break down and get that. But let's go ahead and just kind of jump into some of the ideas of gifts for full-time RV kids. And obviously, number one on the list, and this is probably really the only specific one we're talking about, is in our house, and probably most houses, is Legos.
Yeah.
Legos are great. They're light, they're small, and they just work for campers. I think you're going to see most people with kids. Legos, kids love to play with them.
Yeah.
And
they can take up very little room, or if you have a whole lot, they can take up a lot of room. Yeah. But you can organize them in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
That, you know.
Yep.
By the way, we hope you like this video, and if you do, please give us a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it. Let's keep on going.
Okay.
All right.
Another great gift idea is outdoor toys. And those are great too, because you can have a bin for them outside and they stay outside.
I mean, more full-time RVers, that's part of our lifestyle, is
going
being outside. Yeah, so getting them out of the small enclosed space camper with outdoor toys. Things that we find are great is obviously the bikes and the scooters, accessories for those, different kinds of balls for sports.
Sand toys for when we're near the beach.
Yep, sand, water toys. A lot of RV parks have water and pools, so any kind of pool-related toy, fishing, hiking items, all that stuff is great for kids who full-time RV. I think a lot of kids who live this lifestyle are probably going to the national parks and doing hiking and doing outdoor things like that. Yeah, bug kits and all that kind of outdoor stuff is a great idea. Okay, and the next great thing, which is obviously going to be a huge space saver, and that is experiences. Getting gifts that are experiences, tickets, memberships.
Yeah, you can hold, but the memories are going to be there.
Yep.
I find when we go to someplace new, I, don't really know what to, or, where to go, what to do. I go on Groupon for that area, and I start, I'm like, oh, there's an aquarium here, or there's a water park, or, different amusement parks and museums and
just getting experiences. Even if you don't, if you're gonna be stationary for a while, getting a membership to one of those places is great, or just a one-time visit to a special theme park, water park, a zoo, museums. Find out what's in your area. All those places would make a great lightweight gift.
Lightweight, no weight.
And if you have older kids like teenagers and stuff, sporting event tickets to sporting events, concerts, tickets, things like that, all those I think would be greatly appreciated as a gift for an older kid and stuff like that too. So experiences and memberships to places, or if they're big into sports, gifts to like a golf membership to a golf course, or bowling membership to a local bowling alley, or anything like that. Give them whatever they're involved in, try to get them in
gift certificates and gift cards,
or even like little like mail membership things, like little clubs. We were a part of Kiwi Crate for a while, and our little guy definitely loved the Kiwi Crate. A new one would come every month, come in the mail. It was also great for learning. We would incorporate it into part of his lessons. You build, you learn. They're excited when it comes monthly, kind of the gift that keeps on giving. And then, honestly, after a while, it's kind of a disposable item, too. It's not something you keep forever. So after they build it, they kind of have fun with it. Then it just, eventually gets disposed of, and you don't have a toy sitting around forever. Yeah. So we really enjoyed those.
Speaking of kind of disposable, stocking stuffers. We have found that hitting up the, local dollar store has been great for stocking stuffers. They're inexpensive and lightweight, and he gets the enjoyment out of them for however long they last or hold up.
We know it's kind of junky toys. It's just $1, but he is usually excited when he goes to the Dollar Tree and sees the stuff. He wants the stuff. It's great for stocking stuffers. You can get a lot of them, and when it's time to move on from them, nobody feels bad when it's time to either donate them, or if it's just kind of time to throw it away. You didn't spend a bunch of money on the toys.
They can wear out pretty quick, so throwing them away happens.
They're not the highest quality, obviously, but they do make great stocking stuffers, and you can get, like we said, a lot of them at a small cost. There's usually smaller items, and you don't feel bad when it's time to throw them away or donate them if they're still in good shape. As some other stocking stuffers or gifts that would be good would just be special treats or food or candy. Obviously, that's not going to last. It's not going to take up weight, and it's going to get disposed of, and it'll be gone. So if you have like special like candy shops in your town where they do personalized chocolate treats or things like this, or you've seen the big bins of like popcorn or gift cards to restaurants, your favorite restaurant, and things like that for the older kids. Just another gift idea that, well, it's not going to stick around too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other gifts that kind of don't stick around, I guess, would be kind of like science gifts, STEM kits. Or
Yeah,
what would you,
I think STEM is one company that makes them. You've probably seen them in Hobby Lobby and some other stores. Those
they have like volcanoes.
Yeah.
They have like little terrariums.
Yeah,
sometimes they work and they'll stick around.
The
but
slime making
we haven't had
kits,
much
the
luck.
ant farms, growing the plants.
That's that didn't work for us.
Ours died.
Yeah.
But you'll see a lot of those little robotic kits and their educational toys. The breaking the fossil ones and digging for rocks and gem mining ones. They're educational. They're kind of a lot of times like a one-time use toy. You kind of make it, you kind of use it. The science experiment does its thing, and then after that, it
kind of wears off.
A lot of
excitement wears off, and
most of them you can only use for once or twice, anyways,
Yeah.
and then you can't use it again, anyways. So they're fun, they're educational, and again, another toy that really doesn't stick around,
Yeah.
And then, of course, lastly, books. Books are always great. A lot of books have different
Books are the
activities. Not just always the reading books, but making paper airplane kind of books and crafting kind of books and maze books and books that lead to other things to do, and they don't take up a lot of weight. They don't take up a lot of room. So.
Well, they could be heavy if you just keep collecting them and never get rid of them.
But as they get old, we give the books away.
Yeah. We go through them after he's read them. He might keep a few that are really, really special. A special gift from someone or something like that. But it has to be very special, and we talk about that.
Yeah, we keep those. And while this doesn't always make the best gift idea, we do like to put books on the tablets too, because obviously you can store as many books as you want on the tablet without taking up space or weight, and he always has something new to read. That's not exactly something you can put under the tree. But I will get into, obviously, video games. We don't do too much with the video games. He has his tablet, which he has a certain allotted amount of time on that. But video games, if the RV child that you know in your life is a gamer, video games would be great for that, because again, it's not something that takes up a lot of space. And let's be honest, that's what the kid's going to want the most anyways, is video games. So if the kids are into gaming and this and that, video games would be a perfect gift for RV life for sure.
Everybody's got their thing.
Okay, guys, that's about it. Just some things we've learned after full-time RVing for a few years on how to shop for that RV child in your life, gifts that work while living in a camper. I hope some of these ideas help you guys out and make your Christmas, a lot easier, because shopping for them can be difficult.
Especially as they get older.
Yeah.
We know that. We've been there.
That's right. So, Merry Christmas from us. Hope you guys have a great holiday. And don't forget, get out there, start your full-time RV adventure, because
why wait?
We'll see you guys next year. Happy New Year.
It's still recording.
Okay, so, full-time... Okay, should the fireplace off?
Just turn off.
I know. Shoot. Pause that. Shoot. Place is right. Do you want to say it?
Gonna go? My foot is asleep, literally.
Go get out there, start your full-time video. Okay. Let's try that again.